Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down. Here's Franks. And incomplete to open things up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They go play action with Franks. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Franks. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it on. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. Franks now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Franks looking to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Arizona. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Again, he finds Moore. Touchdown! His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now Franks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Franks now. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. There's Lachlan Edwards now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Yards remain on second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray now. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, Franks. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Carolina. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On second down, it's Logan, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it, able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Okay, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll make it a 2nd down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, and my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First down throw. Here's Franks. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Setting up play action. Franks escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to leap. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
To throw again on second down. Murray over the middle, complete. It's Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Moore on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver?
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. A final shot before break. Franks taking a shot here for Marshall. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The 20. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They run again with Logan. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ron Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals claw one back. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Franks taking a shot here for Marshall. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Franks. And this one is incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
On second down, Franks again. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Franks flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. On the recovery touchdown for Arizona. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Moore now on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off play action. Franks. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Murray flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondell Moore, 33 yards. And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now his second down throw. Here's Franks. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This one caught by Isabella. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Play fake. Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And his throw is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. Touchdown Panthers. Terrace Marshall, 52 yards. And the Panthers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Logan. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Cardinals on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on first down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes, right side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down. And now here's another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense